Hi YouTube. I've got a new camera today, so I'm just making sure that you can see me standing and down on the floor, which I think we can. So that's good. It's Fitness for All Friday, so welcome everybody on YouTube. Great. And I'm just going to set these ones up. Hi Instagram, hi Facebook, hi YouTube. It's Fitness for All Friday, so welcome to this very autumnal Friday. What's going on? Just going to wait a few minutes for people to tune in, log in. Just going to check my camera setup for my various channels and hope that my internet connection's all good and working, which is grand, so hopefully you'll be okay. I'm just looking at this new camera here, that's fine. Perfect. So, hi everybody. I'm just going to wait a minute just for people to check in, to find me on Facebook, on my events page and my YouTube. And hello to Instagram as well, which is all very live. So give me a wave, give me a thumbs up, and give me some hearts or whatever you can on Instagram, and let me know that you are there. So this is Fitness for All Friday. It's a 30-minute class. It's for everybody, from children to grown-ups and grandparents, and hopefully you'll just feel nice and energized, nice and stretched. It's not too high impact. If you've done Joe Wicks this morning already, this might kind of stretch you out a little bit after that, and hopefully see you into the weekend. If you're doing this on a catch-up, because I know lots of you watch this after the live time, then that's perfect, that's great. It's just half an hour of a nice free-flowing class to help us feel energized into the weekend. I don't know what's happened to summer. Maybe that was it. Who knows? Let's hope not. So if you need warming up, then come and join me. We're going to start standing today, and if you've got a mat, that's great, but you don't have to have one. We're not going to lie on our backs or our tummies as such. We're going to come and sit and do a bit of 4-point kneeling. We're actually going to start standing, so don't worry too much if you haven't got a mat on the floor. You can just join in the class as you wish. Just make sure you've got a bit of space around you, and if you need any water, then grab some. I can't play music for copyright reasons. I think sometimes this class would be quite lovely if I could play a bit of uplifting music. So feel free to put your own music on, put the radio on, or your favourite tunes. Feel free to put those on if you want to. And we're going to get going. All right, so this week, if you've been following me on my social media, each week I'm putting up a challenge of the week, and this week is all about the spine. For everyone to do this. I see a lot of women who are pregnant or postnatal, so this is really brilliant for them as well. If you are finding that you're at your desk at home quite a lot, just moving the spine. So after our warm-up, the session's going to go into our challenge of the week, and we're going to just really look at the movement for the spine today, okay? With some Pilates at the end. So if you've joined me before, we're going to do our usual kind of 10 minutes or so warm-up. And I know some of you are here, children are doing this as well as grown-ups and grown-ups. So just take it at your own pace, all right? So have your feet kind of hip width apart and your toes pointing forward. And we're just going to take it into the shoulders all the way around. And then we go into the elbows. And then we go all the way up and into the arms. We do that 4 times. And just try and bend into the knees if you can, all right? So we're going to go all the way around into the elbows, and all the way around into our arms. And then we're going to finish with a stretch up and then drop down. We'll do that 4 times. We're going to shoulders and elbows and round. Big stretch up, drop down. And shoulders and elbows and round. big stretch, drop down 2 more times. So into the elbows, into the arms, big stretch, drop down, and shoulders and elbows. Try and bend your knees a little bit if you can. Stretch up, drop down, and just shake all that out there. From there, you're going to take a big deep breath in and stretch your arms all the way to the top. You're going to clasp them at the top, and then you're going to push as if you're pushing something away there, okay? So you stretch up, and then you kind of push here. So you make a lovely like C shape with your back. So you're really stretching into the back, and then you reverse the arms up, and then you come all the way down. We're going to do that 4 times, okay? So we're going to breathe in and stretch up. We're going to push everything out. Tuck your chin in, reverse the arms up, and drop down. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, push everything away, tuck the chin in, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Last time, pull the tummies in. As you do this, pull the tummies in, stretch into that back, up and down, okay? So when you kind of push like this, try and really pull your tummy right in towards your spine. So kind of really strengthening your center there, okay? Let's just do that 1 more time. So big stretch in, breathe in, push away, pull the tummies in, reverse the arms, and then come out again. Good, shake legs. So from there, so your heart might be getting a little bit more faster, feeling a bit warmer. We're going to go into our swings, okay? So those of you that have done this before know what's coming, but we're just going to do our usual. So you start with your arms nice and straight. Now, I don't know if my brother's doing this week, and he'll kill me for this, but I might put up a picture. He showed me a picture of doing this with my nephew, which was lovely. But I said his posture was really bad because he was doing this one, and we're like this. So don't do banana back. Think ribs down, almost take your weight forward a little bit. Don't push into that lower back, all right? So have your arms up, but just check yourself, and if anything, just come forward a little bit, and just almost tuck your ribs in. Check, if you're with anybody, check they're not popping their ribs out, or their ribs tucked in, okay? Take that pressure out of your back. So we're going to start here. We're going to drop everything down, drop the head, and then we're going to take everything up and do it 4 times. Even if you're halfway, that's absolutely fine. So off we go. We're going to do 4. We're going to breathe out, breathe in, check the posture, breathe out, breathe in, drop the chin to the chest, curl into the back, and again, and up. Did you get there? All right? So we're dropping maybe halfway or all the way, really dropping the head, bend into the knees, okay? And on the way back up, check your posture. Either continue with that and just swing the arms and bend the knees. If you want an extra challenge, the arms go, we'll take a step this way a bit, so I don't hit the wall. The arms go forward and drop, and then they go back and up and forward and drop everything down and back and up. Okay, so if you want the extra challenge, take in those circles, and I might throw in a little rise at the end there as well. So okay, really pull everything tight. 4 of those, off we go. So either just stick with the normal arms, or we're going to go round and drop and round and up and round and drop. Now, can you finish on a rise? Oh, round and drop and round. Can you go up on your tiptoes, round and drop and round and tiptoes? Let's do 2 more. Let's make it 6 today. Round and up and bend the knees, drop the head, round. Now see if you can finish on a rise. Whoop. I couldn't. Up. Shake everything out. Okay, good. Is your heart a bit faster? Do you feel a bit warmer? Feel a bit more energized? Okay, so hopefully your back is feeling a little bit looser. And now we're just going to go into the feet actually before the hips here. So I'm not sure if you can see my feet on this video, but we're just trotting through the feet here. So pop your hands onto your hips, okay, just to make sure that we're not wiggling, all right? Save that for when the disco's open again. But keep the hips nice and still here. Push through your feet, okay, and just really try to kind of grow tall as your knees are just coming forward, all right? So we're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to bend the knees. Now I've said before, if you've got any cushions, you could pop those between your knees, just to stop your knees knocking together. Okay, don't have to, but you can bend and stretch, and then you go up and down. Bend and stretch and up and down. Now check your posture. When you bend your knees, don't tip forward. Keep your shoulders over your ribs, over your hips. So go straight down. You might not go very far, that's fine. Straight up, up and down. Pull into the tummies. Okay, keep that nice and strong. Up, down. Let's do 6 more. Bend and up and down. You don't have to do it with the cushion. Okay, keep going. Let's do 4 more. So you don't have to do it with the cushion. You're bending, so your knees are over your toes. And up and down. 3 more. Down and up. A bit quicker. Down. Stretch. Up. Let's do 1 more after this for luck, because if you know me, you know that I can't count very well when I'm teaching and when I'm talking. So from there, we're going to bend the knees. You're going to rise the heels. We're going to go up and down. You're going to rise, bend, heels, down. Bend, take the heels off, up, bend, down, up. If that's really confusing for your brain, just give it a go. If you need to hold on to something for stability, that's fine. Let's go again. We bend, we rise, we stretch, we go down. We go up, bend, heels, up, down, up, bend, heels, stretch. Quite hard for me to say and do. So let's go 2 more. Wiggly, woo, I call it a wiggly woo. And last time, up and up, bend, heels, down. Give those legs a little shake. Did you get there? You can have a challenge with your mummy or daddy if you're doing this, if you're a bit younger. Did they have to hold on? Or did you have to hold on to each other? Okay, so nice kind of bending into the knees, nice and easy, and just get those calves moving. There's a little pump in your calf that kind of emulates walking. So if you can get your calves pumping just by doing this, then you get that blood pumping around your body. Okay, let's warm up into the hips. All right, so I'm going to turn sideways for you. We're going to tap the knee here. Try and get the knee up as high as you can, and then you're just going to take it down. Okay, and we're just coming up and down and tap. Let's do 10 today on either side. Here we go. Pull the tummies nice and tight. Think about growing up tall. Let's go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Keep breathing. 7, 8, 9, 10. Did you get there? Turn around. Tummies tight. If you pull your tummies in, then it's helping keep you nice and strong and help keep the balance. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Get that knee right up. And last 1. Did you get there? Let's do it again. Let's go a little bit quicker, okay? If you need to hold on to something, that's fine. Here we go. 10, 9, 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. Keep breathing. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And let's change. You don't have to keep turning around, that's just me. And 10 and 9 and 8. Pull the tummies in. 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3. Keep breathing. 2 and 1. Good. Shake out those legs. All right. Well done, everyone. So hopefully the back feels a bit warmer, hips feel a bit warmer, feet feel a bit warmer, your whole body feels a bit warmer. Okay, if you've got a drink, take a little drink. Okay. From there, we're going to go into my little challenge of the week, which is this week, it's just 3 exercises, all right? So we're going to go through those. Move my mat back a little bit. So the first exercise we've done before quite a lot in this session are simple roll downs, all right? So you stand up nice and tall, check in to that posture. Remember, keep the ribs tucked in, keep your shoulders and your ribs and your hips in a nice long line. You take your head forward and you really pull into the tummy here and roll off an imaginary wall. Just relax your arms. Now try and bend your knees a little bit. I think that always helps a little bit. And go as far as you can. Try to go all the way down. Don't be scared. Drop the head. Now exhale if you can and push your heels into the floor and slowly roll up. Is your tummy scooping in? Think belly button to spine. Really pull the tummy in. Breathing in, exhale, take the head down, chin to chest, rolling down. Go a bit quicker if you want to. If this feels a bit stiff or you're not sure, just go nice and slowly. Okay, and imagine that you're keeling your spine off of a door or a wall. So you're trying to get your vertebrae bit by bit by bit off that wall. But on the way back up, everyone, try and stretch your knees a little bit and really focus in on that lower back. So really trying to kind of curl into that lower back. And then you're coming back up against that imaginary wall. And let's go a little bit quicker if we can. All the way down. Breathe in at the bottom. Exhale. Breathe in at the top. Exhale. Don't be afraid to breathe. Breathing is really important. Breathe in to hold. Exhale. Navel to spine. Breathe in at the top. Exhale down all the way. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale to come up. So on my challenge of the week, I've said to try and do these, I think about 10 times, a couple of times a week. So you could just do roll downs when the kettle is boiling, for example. All right, in an ad break. Just finding the time, maybe even in the shower. Don't fall over in the shower, clearly. But just when you get time to do a few roll downs, hopefully you've already felt, let's just do one more, that your back is moving and you're feeling much more mobile in that spine. And really pull navel to spine on the way back up. Restack. On the way back up here, just check into that posture. Am I sticking my bottom out? Are my ribs tucked in? Am I nice and free across the chest and the shoulders there? Okay? And just take your weight into your toes and your heels, and your weight should be even between your toes and your heels. And I often say to people, just start with where your weight is, okay? Because more often than not, you'll be either throwing it forward and compensating or throwing it back and compensating. So just make sure it should be nice and easy between heels and toes. Okay, that's enough to think about for now. And your knees are nice and soft there. All right, everyone. Widen your legs a little bit. We're going to now move the spine from side to side. Imagine you've got headlights from like a car or torches on your hips and they're pointing forward. So don't twist here and try not to release the hips too much. Keep the hips nice and still. This movement's for the spine. Take your arm up before you do anything else. Movement one. Then lift up and over. Keep your headlights pointing forward and your shoulders pointing forwards too. Breathe here. Now think navel to spine as you come up and take the arm down. Take the other arm up. So don't go before that arm gets there. Is there a gap between your ear and your shoulder? Think up and over. Keep the hips pointing forward. Try not to drop the head. Breathe into this stretch. And then think navel to spine to come up. Okay, so this is called lateral to the side flexion. You're moving your spine to the side, breathing in. And then really pulling up and taking the arm down. Reaching up, up and over. Can you go a little bit further? Lovely, find that lovely stretch. And up and release the arm down. Now, if you want, you can take an extra challenge here and release the bottom arm. Oh, can you feel that working? And then restack and take the arms down. So you don't have to do this, but if you want a bit of an extra challenge, release that second arm and then really reach up and down. Okay, let's go a little bit quicker. Up and over, release, up. Okay, if you are taking that second arm, maybe don't go as far. Okay, because you'll notice it's a little bit harder. So let's go up, all the way over. Either leave the other arm or take the other arm, navel to spine to restack and down. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out and down. Let's do one more to either side. Okay, just keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Don't worry about the breathing too much. Just breathe. It helps if you inhale and then exhale on the movement there. Or let's just do one more. Up and over, release, and up and down, okay? So again, it's on my challenge of the week. So I've got those up on my various channels to have a look at. Roll downs, side reach. We're now going to come down to the floor for some cats. And I'm just going to check the time on my computer because my little daughter, who's not even 2 yet, keeps taking my clock and moving it around the house. So I've normally got it in here, so I'm just checking what time it is. So come down slowly to the mat here. Hopefully everyone can see me. All right. So your knees are underneath your hips and your wrists are underneath your shoulders. And we're going to come into an exercise called cat, which is quite a popular exercise. You've probably done it before. So you're going to start by sticking your bottom out a little bit, actually. Because you need that little dip in your lower back and really lift up in the tummy. Tuck the bottom underneath you and really kind of engage your pelvic floor and scoop into the tummy, and then really tuck your chin in and come up to a lovely stretch, trying to find a C shape with your spine at the top, and then you come all the way out. Now, if you want to, you can extend that cat and you can lift your chin and stick your bottom out even more, breathing in. Now, see if you could exhale and lift the tummies up and away from the floor, breathing in at the top, and then you come all the way out. So just really move your spine here, everybody. Tuck your bottom, tuck, 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 scoop the tummy, lift, breathe, and coming all the way out. And let's just go a little bit quicker because the back's nice and warm. Lift the tummy, it's really strengthening for your tummy because you're pulling your tummy up and away from the floor. Gravity wants to pull it down. Let's lift it up and away from gravity. Breathe in at the top. Exhale. This exercise is brilliant for everybody. If it's painful into your wrists, try coming onto your fists a little bit, bend the elbows, that might help. Okay, but hopefully it's not too bad onto the wrists. If it is really painful, just come off for a moment. Scoop the tummy, and let's just do one more. So again, I think I said to try and do about 10 of these. Okay, my challenge of the week. And coming all the way back out of that. And just sit back, if you can, kneel, and roll into your wrists there. Okay, and we're going to do one more exercise on all fours, threading a needle, which we've done before. So you can come onto your fists if it's painful. If you're not happy in this position, then just come to sitting and maybe just do some side reaches sitting like we just did standing, whilst the rest of us just do this threading a needle. So from there, come back into this position. Threading a needle, you're going to take one hand, let's say you take your right hand and you thread it behind your left hand and you take your ear down towards the mat, so you're getting a lovely stretch. And then you're going to come all the way out of that and you're going to try and rotate. Now you might only get here, which is fine. See how far you can open that arm and rotate. Lift into the tummies here. And you're going to do it 3 times on one side. Ear down towards the mat. You get a nice rotation in the spine. Lift and open. And last time, so it's 3 times on either side. And it's quite a lot of work into that opposite arm there as well. Breathe, hold. And then coming back. And then take the left hand, thread it behind the right. So your ear comes down. You're getting a lovely rotation and a twist in the spine there. And then opening up. This is lovely. Well, it's a Marmite exercise, actually. If you're super tight or you don't like that rotation, you won't like it. But it's good for you. Like Marmite's quite good for you. Really. Scoop tummy and open. And then pop that arm down there and just sit back. If it's comfortable to and you feel like you want a nice little stretch, widen the knees a little bit and then walk the hands forward. And just breathe here and stretch. It's a lovely stretch to do. If you really walk your fingers forward, you'll find a deeper stretch here. You can stay there for a couple of breaths. It's quite hard for me to talk whilst my face is on the floor, so just stay there for a minute. Take a couple of breaths. And if that's not comfortable for you, we're going to come to sitting there. So take a moment and then come and take a seat on the floor. I think you'll have to do this on the floor, really. You probably could do this in a chair, actually. All right, everybody. So we're going to do a little exercise called C-curve. So you've just done a C-curve with your roll down standing and on all fours as well. But now we're going to try and make that shape sitting, all right? So you're sitting on top of your sit bones. This is quite hard to sit here if you're super tight in your hips. If you're thinking this is really painful, if you've got a book anywhere or a block, you can sit on top of that. That might help release the hips a little bit. But try to sit up on top of your sit bones. So don't slouch, don't be too far over. You should have your shoulders and your ribs and your hips in one nice big line here. Pop your arms, excuse me, onto the front of your knees here. Okay, and try to sit nice and tall. So it's a bit of an effort to sit here, but that's all right, we're working out. So your C-curve, you imagine that you're kind of pushing into your tummy here, and you're drawing your tummy in, and you're just sitting back off of your pelvis a little bit here, chin towards your chest, and then roll to restack. So very small movement, actually. Don't go too far. That comes in a minute. So chin towards your chest, and scoop the tummy in, and rolling off, and then restack. So just try and get that. So you're making a curly cuff shape, all right? So if you're there with anybody, try and check. Are you making a lovely rainbow shape, a curly curve with your spine there, back and up? Now, once you've got the hang of that, you're going to, if this feels okay, you either stay with this, or if you want an extra challenge for your abdominals, you take your arms forward. And you come into that C shape. It's very important that you keep the C shape and you don't flatten out. So keep your chin tucked in, really pull your tummy in, and then take your shoulders away from your knees, not too far, about halfway, and stop. When you feel those abdominals going, ah, and engaging, hold it. Now, keep your C shape. Is your chin still tucked in? Are you in your C shape as you close that gap and then reset? So you go C shape, and then you pause. Then you move your shoulders away from your knees. You're opening the hips. You're opening up the hips here, navel in. If you can't pull your tummy in, you need to come back, all right? Because you don't want to blow those abs open. You need to be pulling everything in tight, chin towards your chest. Now close the gap, shoulders to knees. C shape, C shape, C shape, and restack. So either just stick with your C-curve. If you want to go into the half rollbacks, these are called, then join me here. Breathing in, breathing out, coming up and restack. C shape. So kind of lengthen your fingers forward and your tummy is in, chin to chest, hold. Restack. Let's do one more. Now for an extra challenge for any of you super strong people out there. Breathe in, raise the arms up by your ears. Breathe out 3 times. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Close the gap and restack. That was hard, wasn't it? Let's do that one more time. So either C shape, half roll back. If you want to take in those arms, you breathe in, you breathe out. You breathe in, you breathe out. You breathe in, you breathe out. Reset, 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 reset. And there, roll the shoulders. Okay. Now, if you want a little challenge, then I'm just going to demonstrate a full roll back. If you think that's fine, stick with what we've just done, all right? But if you want a challenge for a full roll back, your legs are straight and you are sitting up nice and tall. You come into that C curve like we just did, pull the tummy in, it's really important, chin tucked in, and you roll down, keep your feet on the floor. You come all the way back with the arms, don't flare the ribs, and then your arms come up by your chest. Now tuck your chin to your chest, scoop the tummy, and come up. Keep the feet on the floor. Roll up, C curve, C curve, C curve, C curve, C curve, and reset. That's just a bit of fun for a Friday. So, or whenever you're doing this. So give it a go. If you have a stretchy band, by chance, anywhere near, you can do this with a band. But I just thought we'd give it a go today. So you've got to keep the C curve. That's half the technique really. Don't do it on a flat back. Keep the C shape. Lengthen your legs away from you here. Take the arms back behind your head. And then exhale. Now chin to chest, navel in. Now push your feet away. Imagine you're pushing against the door with your feet. C shape, C shape, C shape, C shape, and reset. It's quite as hard, so don't get disheartened if you feel no way I'm doing that. Come back to your half rollbacks, okay? Let's do 2 more. So really roll from the base of the spine, rolling down, 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 down. Now sometimes you can get down, but you can't get back up. So flex your feet, push your heels away, keep your chin tucked in, and restack. And let's go 1 more. This is such a brilliant exercise for your spine and your core, but your spine is a lovely exercise for your spine. And push that spine. Imagine you're doing that roll down. Yeah, it's exactly the same as what we did with our roll downs. It's just harder because obviously we're lying down. We're working a lot against gravity there. So that's a bit of fun for you to practice. So give that one last go. And then pop your feet together for me. And sitting up nice and tall. Check into that seated posture. Is your shoulders and your ribs and your hips, are they aligned? Take the head forward and just rolling forward now. So you get a lovely stretch into that back. Breathing in. Exhale, roll again from the base of the spine. So hopefully your spine's going to feel so lovely and released after this. You've done lots of really lovely movements for it. Coming forward, breathing in. Exhale, scoop the tummy, restack against that imaginary wall. Keep your chin tucked in. Breathing in, exhale, slide the arms. Just relax forward. And scoop the tummy. Now relax the shoulders here. Let's do 2 more, chin to chest. Really relax the shoulders, everyone. Down. So don't pull the shoulders up, relax the shoulders as you restack. And 1 last one, down, all the way, breathing in, and exhale, and restack. And as you restack, check into your seated posture here. Don't slouch. Are you sitting tall? If you need to, draw the knees up a little bit here, and just feel nice and relaxed across the shoulders there. Wonderful. I'm just going to check the time, but I'm presuming that's about half an hour. Look at that, perfect. I didn't even have with me, getting better at my timekeeping. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining me for Fitness for All Friday. If you're catching up, then Fitness for All whatever day you're doing it. And hopefully your spine feels nice and mobile, a bit more released. If you are quite happy where you are, then just spend another 5-10 minutes working through some of those exercises. And as I said, we just put in some of my challenge of the week. So that's up on my Instagram and my YouTube, I think, and Facebook, I think all of it. And I think it's about a 6-minute video, but I've just told you to go through those roll downs, those side reaches and the cat just a couple of times in the week, and just see if it makes a difference to your back and your spine. Lots of people with issues with their back and their spine, they just need to move it. You just need to move. Moving is the best thing. And I know that you can feel a little bit scared about moving things if it's painful, but try it, and it should really help. Being immobile, sitting down, not doing things is not going to make things any better. Unless you've broken something, clearly. But otherwise, just keep everything moving. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a lovely weekend, and let's hope this time next week summer has returned. But we will see. Watch this space. Thank you, everyone, and have a lovely weekend. Just going to come and turn off my various cameras.